Good morning, Colleen, and good morning to all the members of the Kingswood team, and of course a very good morning to all the fellow OKs who are in Grahamstown this weekend. It's Friday afternoon in New Zealand, and as soon as I've finished this clip, I'll be shooting it off to Steph in the marketing department. She tells me, and Colleen tells me, that this will be shown at the launch of the Leadership Institute, and by the time you get this clip, I hope that all of our teams on the hockey field and the rugby field have thumped snoozles and DSG. I really am very, very sorry not to be there today. It's a very exciting day for everyone concerned, for Colleen and her vision, for the team, and I'm just so sad that I can't be there, but unfortunately work is fairly pressing at the moment, and my wife does remind me that I am retired, but I'm obviously not a very good learner on that front. However, on the Institute, I'd say that it is so exciting for me to be involved in this project, and I am absolutely delighted to be part of it. And if we actually sit back and think about leadership for a moment, it's absolutely fundamental in every facet of our lives. Whether it is in the political sense, or whether it's in the business sense, or at a community level, wherever, leadership is absolutely fundamental to it all. And without being too brutal, one only has to look at the state of Grahamstown to see how badly good leadership is needed to dig Grahamstown out of the hole that it seems to have fallen into. I think leadership in South Africa is extremely relevant in South Africa at this time, and there can be no doubting, I think, that good leadership, or the lack thereof, will determine the outcome of so many of the challenges that are being faced by South Africa today. So if I step back about a year or so, the New Zealand-based Old Kingswoodians were very, very fortunate to have John Trafford and Kerry Hobson visit us. It was great to see us. It's great to see them. They had three events spread through New Zealand, and I went to the gathering in Auckland. We had a terrific evening, a really, really lovely evening. I think there were about 25 or 30 OKs there, and that's pretty scary. John and Kerry gave us fantastic updates on the school, very passionate. And it was at this evening that I had a chat with both of them and said that I'd love to be involved in Kingswood one way or another, and preferably in an area that had a focus on leadership. I've always thought that leadership was the important element that we needed to focus on. Then coming forward to this year, I was fortunate enough to come out to South Africa and attend the 125 celebrations, and my goodness me, what a terrific weekend. The organisation was absolutely flawless. The campus was presented immaculately. The students were fabulous, and of course it was wonderful to have to be able to have a wonderful catch up with all my old mates from days gone by. Anyway, on the Saturday morning, I went and attended the AGM of the Wyvern Union, and that was held in the chapel. And Colleen, who I hadn't met at that stage, gave us a presentation of the strategic plan for Kingswood going forward. It was exceptional. I thought that the presentation was exceptional. And then, of course, we got to turn the page over, and there in very, very big, bold lights was the Leadership Institute. Wow. It really was music to my ears. And as the AGM was being held in the chapel, I'd have to say that it felt like it was a bit of divine intervention. So after the weekend, Colleen and I had a meeting to discuss the institute, and it really was a meeting of minds. Colleen was certainly speaking my language, and I think I was speaking Colleen's language, and we were actually both talking to the converted. So I think that Colleen had a very easy job of talking me into parting with some money for this great cause. I firmly believe that the Institute is going to have a profound effect on Kingswood in the years to come. I think it's going to be one of the many factors that makes Kingswood stand out and above all the other private schools that we have in South Africa. And I think most importantly, I think it's going to be a centre of excellence which is going to produce the leaders that South Africa needs in the years to come. I really am backing Colleen on this project, and I wouldn't be backing her if it wasn't for her leadership. I think she'll do a great job, and Colleen, without any pressure whatsoever, I certainly look forward to getting you updates on how things are progressing. So, to all you wonderful people in South Africa, may I wish you a wonderful day, a very successful launch, and I'll just sign off with Sana, my daughter!